a conflict of interest, or at least the appearance. I know because I asked each and every one. Now, President Trump's special guest tonight at the debate was a retired Navy lieutenant, and his name is Tony Bobulinski. Mr. Bobulinski was a former associate of Hunter Biden, now blowing the whistle on the entire Biden cabal. Now, pay attention to this, because a lot of news organizations didn't want to cover this. Take a look.
Biden saying that he's never discussed business with Hunter. That is false. I have firsthand knowledge about this because I directly dealt with the Biden family, including Joe Biden. I have also heard that Vice President Biden said on Tuesday that Senator Ron Johnson, the chair of the Senate Homeland Security Committee, should be ashamed for suggesting that Biden family sought to profit from their name. Well, here are the facts I know, and everything I'm saying is corroborated by emails, WhatsApp chats, agreements, documents, and other evidence.
Now, he also pointed out he's got all the evidence. He's got all the emails, all the text messages, 3 phones, and he'll be testifying before the Senate Committee of Ron Johnson and Charles Grassley. MSDNC, fake news CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, no major media outlet except Fox took that breaking news conference live as it happened. NPR, by the way, funded with your tax dollars in part, announced they won't be covering any of the Biden corruption scandal at all because it's, quote, a waste of time. Now, imagine if it was Eric Trump or Donald Trump Jr. getting $3.5 million while their dad is president from a Russian oligarch, getting money from a Kazakh oligarch, involved with a corrupt energy company and having no experience at all, getting a $1.5 billion deal with the Bank of China after President Trump traveled to China 10 days later. The media mob completely in the tank for Joe Biden, just like big tech, just like social media corporations. They're not even trying to hide it at this point. And by the way, what we just saw from Tony Bobulinski is not just talk, because early this morning, he produced all the corroborating evidence, including all of the texts, all of the emails, showing Joe Biden's deep involvement in his son's sketchy international schemes while he was vice president. All that evidence we now know is in the hands of the FBI. He's also set to meet with the Senate Homeland Security Chairman, Ron Johnson. And according to Bobulinski, quote, Hunter Biden called his dad the big guy, or Mr. Chairman, or my chairman, frequently referenced asking him for his sign-off on various deals or potential deals, and this was especially true in China. How would somebody with no experience, private equity, get a billion-dollar deal 10 days after he travels with his father, the vice president, to China? In one exchange text, Hunter Biden was asked, well, what type of Chinese business deals would he be pursuing? Hunter responds, quote, everything. The only thing I told him I would not do is defense-related technology and arms and anything that would give the Chinese military an advantage. Everything else fair game? Keep in mind, during one email exchange confirmed by Fox News, the chairman, the big guy, in other words, Joe Biden, he was promised an equity stake in the Chinese state-run investment fund to be held by his zero-experience son, Hunter. And Bobulinski also claims, with the corroborating emails and text messages, that Hunter's Chinese counterparts were not interested in a rate of return or making a profit. Instead, they were merely buying influence and access. Why else would you ever do business and pay somebody millions when they have zero experience? It looks like it paid off. Fox News also reporting that Senator Kamala Harris, other prominent Democrats were listed as key domestic contacts for phase 1 of Hunter Biden's Chinese venture. Now get this, according to the Wall Street Journal, great piece out tonight by Kimberly Strassel. Hunter's Chinese counterparts were closely entwined with the Chinese government, Chinese military, until their entity went bankrupt following U.S. charges of money laundering. And Strassel goes on to report, there is no question that this Chinese entity was buying Hunter for influence. A monumental scandal with only 12 days to go as of midnight is not going to go away just because Joe Biden says, I didn't get a penny. It's just one of many glaring problems surrounding Joe Biden. Now pay attention, because the Biden-Harris campaign has the most radical platform in history. President Trump did a great job of pointing it out tonight. In part, we know where they stand on court packing.